Arsenal walk out against West Ham United this afternoon, knowing a win will move them to the top of the Premier League table for a couple of hours at least. With Liverpool working the late shift at Chelsea, this is the perfect opportunity for Arsenal to put points on the board against the team rooted in 19th place. Only Wolves have endured a worse start to the season than West Ham, whose form saw off Graham Potter 7 days ago. Nuno Espirito Santo has replaced him at the helm and saw a marked improvement in Monday's draw at Everton. And now the Portuguese's second game at the reins pits him against the man who today celebrates his 300th in charge of Arsenal. The Gunners have lost just one of their opening 9 games this season. On paper, they are the clear favourites to extend that record to double figures this afternoon. After rotating for Wednesday's win, Mikel Arteta makes another 5 changes to his 11 today. Gabriel has passed the fitness test to start, with Jurriën Timber and Ricardo Calafiori also coming back in. Declan Rice returns against his former club. Eberechi Eze and Martin Odegaard start together for the very first time. And it's a big afternoon for Bukayo Saka, who becomes the 7th youngest player to hit 200 Premier League appearances. Thomas Souček is still serving the final game of his 3-match suspension, so Nuno Espirito Santo makes just one alteration to the 11 that earned a point on Merseyside. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is back from an abdominal injury to replace Kyle Walker-Peters at right back. Dinos Mavropanos returns to Emirates Stadium after 4 years in North London, and summer signing Suguntu Magasa makes just his 2nd Premier League start since arriving from Monaco. Well, before kick-off today, we will take a moment to remember Mark Pearce, a much-loved member of the Arsenal family who sadly passed away recently. Mark was the stadium facilities manager here and at Highbury when he joined in 1997. He was a cherished colleague and friend to many. He served the club with great distinction, and the thoughts of everyone at Arsenal are with his loved ones at this very difficult time. Well, do their job today, and Arsenal could well pile the pressure back on a Liverpool side who have lost each of their last 2 games. Odegaard profiting there, and it's through for Jurriën Timber! Saved by Areola. Timber on the follow-up, and it is up not quite away by West Ham. Arsenal remain patient. A bit of space now for their captain. Saka on the move, it's Bukayo Saka across for Gyökeres, who slipped at a vital moment, and Eze puts it over.
Oh, Eze can't believe it. Holds his head in his hands. Great play down the right-hand side with Martin Odegaard just releasing Bukayo Saka, getting himself in behind Diouf. And as it spills out, Eberechi Eze, it's a golden opportunity. He's got to be in the back of the net from 7 yards. We've had one occasion in the first half where Saka's actually got him behind Diouf, where he managed to put the ball across 6-yard box.
He's off, heading in that direction again. Saka, will he get the benefits? Oh, he will! But the offside flag has been raised. No goal for Arsenal.
Yeah, I think Bukayo knew that he'd gone a little bit too early. We're right in line with it, Max. He looked about a yard offside. It's good to get that threatening behind. Said he's coming short, and then he just comes short to go long. Gets on the wrong side of Diouf.
Calafiori. Trossard, good area to cross. There's Eze, time to bring it down. Slightly ahead of Saka. Still he goes on. Here's a good ball for Gyökeres, and it will be finished surely by Trossard. It was closed down. Wan-Bissaka with a vital block at the far post. Zubimendi. Here is Eberechi Eze! And Declan Rice on the follow-up! And he scores against his former side yet again. They've had to be patient. They've had to bide their time. But finally, the Gunners make it 1-0 to the Arsenal.
No, Max, it was coming. Rice has mullered it into the back of the net, just making sure he stayed calm as the ball ricocheted out to him, got his right foot over the top of it, a really, really clinical side foot finish, and it was coming because we started putting a little bit more pressure as the ball bounces out. We got bodies in the box, making sure we're going for the knockdowns.
Scores against West Ham United for the second time in his career. Into the final 60 seconds of this first half. Still Declan Rice's goal, the difference. Saka shown inside, finding Jurrien Timber, who turns brilliantly. And there's Calafiori! Off the post and away. So close on his so-called weaker right side.
Brilliant strike from Calafiori on the edge of the 18-yard box. Beats Areola, all ends up. Brilliant play from Jurrien Timber. Then he's just followed in by Somerville. Ball just comes out to the edge of the box. Really good strike with his right foot on the half volley. Crashes off of Areola's post. You think it was going to hit his back and go in.
Just there to sweep up a few loose passes. On it goes, a clever pass by Trossard. And Rice's cross! Gyökeres so close to sliding in there. Here's Timber inside the penalty area. Did he get brought down? He did! John Brooks points to the spot. Malik Diouf the guilty party. And Arsenal have an opportunity to make this a far more comfortable afternoon. Saka up against Alphonse Areola. Scores! And Saka brings up his double century of Premier League appearances with a goal. His 100th direct goal contribution in this competition. Arsenal star boy takes centre stage. Arsenal, of course, have already lost Martin Ødegaard to injury this afternoon, so no chances taken. Declan Rice, goal scorer of Arsenal's first, replaced by Mikel Merino, who of course got that late equaliser in the comeback win against Newcastle. Driven in this time. West Ham didn't clear at the first attempt, and Merino it was who lashed out. Took a huge deflection on its way through. Would love to get on the end of this free kick. Martinelli floated in, flicked on at the near post, Merino.
I actually think Merino might have been better just letting that go across his body. Obviously just tried to get in at the near post and just get a little glancing header or flick it on. Couldn't quite get his neck around it.
Paqueta trying to give West Ham hope, and it was headed over the crossbar at the far post.
Yeah, good delivery from Paqueta, just easing it into the far post. To be fair, in the end, Saliba did really well, just made sure that Marshall couldn't get over the top of him. Just heads it over the crossbar.
This win takes them one clear of Liverpool. Three important points in game number 300 for Mikel Arteta, whose Arsenal side rise to the top of the Premier League and heap the pressure on Liverpool, who now must face Chelsea at Stamford Bridge this afternoon. Declan Rice got them up and running against his former side, the second time that he scored against West Ham United since joining Arsenal a few summers ago. And then Bukayo Saka was able to send Alphonse Areola the wrong way from the spot on his 200th Premier League appearance for the club. That was his 100th goal contribution in the competition. For Nuno Espirito Santo, well, it's back to the drawing board. He's still waiting for his first win in charge of West Ham United. But Arsenal are flying high at the top of the Premier League, for now at least, as it finishes here at Emirates Stadium. Arsenal 2, West Ham United 0.